this cave. I'm hoping you're safe. I'm in this tunnel, hoping someone will find me soon. I can't see the moon. You were my gold, soft and cold. Oh, how you shined when you were mine. Where are my tools? I feel like a fool. What can I find if I lose my mind here? I am trapped in fear. You were my gold, soft and cold. Oh, how you shined when you were mine. Canary in a coal mine, high dark 'cause you're not mine. Oh, rusty mine cart, you crumble my heart. Vampire bat, why won't you come back? There's been a cave in. How have you been? I'm trapped underground. Can't make a sound to save my life. You won't be my wife. You are my gold, soft and cold. Oh, how you shined when you were mine. Canary in a coal mine, high dark 'cause you're not mine. Oh, rusty mine cart, you crumble my heart. Vampire bat, why won't you come back?
Tuesday night, you've got nowhere to go. Stay and relax and take it slow. Join for weird games that you don't even know. Welcome to Jeff's Twitch streaming show. Hello, welcome to the stream. Let's play some video games. Let's see, turn that down a little bit here. There we go. Okay. So, this here is Shin-Chan, puzzle, crayon, toy, something sort of, puzzle game. I'm as good as a turtle. There's my dog. So you get home, and your dog wants to be taken on a walk. And, I don't know how popular Shin-Chan is, but I've seen a couple episodes here and there. And so the deal you make with your dog is if he can beat you at a puzzle game, then you'll take him on a walk. Cute cartoon dog. Alright, so let's see if I can pause here. Yep, okay. So, in this puzzle game, you've got these blocks in the center, and there's two ways you can win. You can either, I have the 100, the dog has the 160. you can complete that number of matches with your cards, or if you push one of those blocks over to the other person's line there, you win that way. And if you make enough matches, you make combos and push the blocks further and so on. Let's go. So B swaps your 2 blocks up and down, and you can see what the next one's going to be up there. And then A shoots it down. Get that there. Come on, there we go. There's a spade. And of course, this is the very, very easy setting for beginners. So I got stars because I got enough combos, and therefore I push that block over to the dog's line. No exercise for you, dog. Ah, take that. You will not be going on a walk. Oh, here's your mom, or my mom. And she's mad about something. Let me see if I can Google translate some of this, since I'm still not good enough to learn Japanese. Don't be mean, take the dog with you. Shin-chan says, wow. Okay, so then here, level 2. Got my mom. And she says... come on, Google Translate. The problem, of course, is also this 8-bit font. It says, okay, it was made well. It must be sushi. Now to put it in the microwave. I guess not sushi. And Shin-chan says, hey, hey, hey. Okay, Shin-chan. Let's see what now. Shin-chan, hey, hey, hey. What are you doing? Wow. I come to deliver Nen-chan's forgotten item. Oh, really? It's Nin's handkerchief? Thank you, Shin-chan. I'm so thirsty I can't move. I'll put on some milk now. I want juice. Yes, yes. Thank you very, very much. You relate with Nin's handkerchief. Let's play together. Huh? That's right, Nin's slow too, okay? Let's see. Obviously these aren't great translations since it's just a little Google Translate act. Okay, she says, I'll play a little bit. Alright, so here we go. See if she's better than the dog. And you can just sort of push them down, but obviously make a lot better progress if you do matches. Okay, here we go. Now we're making some progress. Okay, I got some stars. Push those ones down. Let's just go for that. There we go. Bootsy, bootsy, bootsy. All right. Sounds good. Hopefully everyone's staying cool out there in summer weather. At least we got some rain coming here in a couple days here for the Pacific Northwest. I'm guessing that's Nin, maybe? I don't know. I've seen some Shin-Chan, but it's been a long time. Alright, so I'll do one more level here, show off this. 81 degrees here, which I imagine... Yep. Well, perfect. I think Shin-Chan's going to a beach house here in this puzzle game. I'm not even going to translate. I don't need the plot for this. Okay. He's doing something. Maybe he wanted to go out and he has to stay in and eat. Oh, no, he's breaking stuff. Throwing stuff on the floor. Yep, she doesn't like that. This is called immersion language learning, where you just skip over the foreign language as quick as you can, and then you'll learn it someday. Alright, Shin-Chan's mom, let me play this puzzle game. They really wanted to do a lot of plot to move these blocks around. Here we go. Alright. Let's see. I don't have any spades. Maybe I'll match with that diamond? Nope, okay. Right in here. Let's see if we can build up something. Whoa, she's good. Oh my. I have to actually pay attention. I guess after you make her angry, then... Oh, okay, there's one match she beat me at. Yeah, she's probably a lot happier. There's that beach house again, or is that just the regular house? Alright, so of course I could continue here, but I'm going to say no, goodbye, I think. Okay, so of course this is a really cool, yes, this is a really good puzzle game, and it's two-player, and I was playing the one-player story mode there. But, what was I playing that Shin-Chan puzzle game on? The Datach joint ROM system for the Famicom. So, here it is, and plugs into your Famicom, but the actual games are teeny tiny. And the reason for that is the bulk of the computing power is in this here, and then they could sell these extra cheap. Ironically, these games that were intended to be cheaper than the regular Famicom cartridges are now the most expensive cartridges for the Famicom, except for the few that I have here, of course. But some of these are $3,000–4,000. I've got this one here, which is the Ultraman Olympics, and I didn't come with the cards for it. You can find barcodes around your house to do the characters, but I won't do that one just because it'd take a moment to figure out how to find the characters for my Olympic team. On the other hand, it did come with a complete Dragon Ball Z fighting game. Okay, so we got our Dragon Ball Z fighting game here. Let's see, hopefully that camera's lined up well enough to, I bumped it up. Let's lower that so we can see the Datach scanner. There we are. Okay. So, here we got our Dragon Ball. And I think, let's see, is this? Yes. So here's the barcode lab. So here's where you can scan the barcodes and see what you got. I've got the complete deck of barcode cards for this game. And so you have characters and you have items, which you'll be using in the fighting game. So these are all characters here from the Dragon Ball universe. I'm going to lose some nerd cred because I've only seen a few episodes of Dragon Ball series. But I did get here, so I'll just show you a quick example here. Here we got him. And of course, if you scan it, we do have him, and we have his stats that match the card. So you have your hit points, battle points, and defense points there, which you'll be using in the fighting game. Okay, so now let's scan. This here is a barcode that I just got from my chicken and a biscuit box. So let's see what is hidden there. Well, the ones you find around your house, if they're not set up right, come on, you can do it. First, you got to make sure there's only white, and then you got to make sure. Come on. I may not be able to get this one to work even. I've got a couple others around here, but I figured it'd be fun to say, oh, what's on the chicken and a biscuit? Come on, you can do it. Nope, it doesn't like that chicken and a biscuit barcode. This is what the rest of the evening's going to be, is me scanning that. All right, let me make sure. Okay, regular card's working. Yep, of course. If they're too glossy, or if they're not exactly vertical, then it has a hard time reading them. Let's try it again. Oh, wrong controller. Okay, barcode. We'll give it just a couple more tries here to see if I can get this chicken and a biscuit to scan. I don't think... You know what I can do? I can get my scissors. I'll be right back here. Make sure this is perfectly straight. Make sure there's only the barcode showing. All right, let's try this again. Oh, come on, you can do this. Again, my chicken and a biscuit barcode. This is the prime Twitch content people are looking for. What is the chicken and a biscuit barcode in Dragon Ball fighting game? All right, I give up. But I did go to Daiso, and I got some other barcodes. So here is the main one that I got is from a little case to put anime figurines in at Daiso. And I know it works if I can get it to scan right. Come on. Well, maybe I lied. Maybe nothing's going to work. If it's not the original barcodes here. Or maybe it just got dirty while in between the last time I used it. I don't know. Let's see. Come on, you can do it. Little Daiso figurine case. I got this fan going. Let me turn it off for a moment and see if that's interfering. Oh, there it goes. Maybe the fan is either blowing the paper around. So this, of course, is... I drew even a little picture here on the back of the barcode so I remember what it is. Well, now let's see if that fan is interfering with the chicken and a biscuit code. Let's try that again. All right, chicken and a biscuit. You're going to be my mightiest warrior. Oh, nope, not there. Go back. All right, come on, chicken and a biscuit. We can do this. Oh, I go back. So that's my chicken and a biscuit. Come on. Alright, we're giving up on chicken and a biscuit. Well, that was a thrilling adventure to try to get a barcode. But we got some of the other ones. Alright. So, we're going to do the fight. And let's see here. So, of course, you can actually play this up to 8 players. And so, we want the tournament. And let me just pick a character here. Let's see. This guy seems strong enough. Let's give it a try. He's this fellow, if anyone's a Dragon Ball person. I don't even know their names, that's how bad I am. Okay. So now, we say no 2-player. They're all computers. So this game actually had also a contest. If you could find barcodes around your house, some of them contained Dragon Balls. And if you could find the 7 Dragon Balls and mail in the code, you would actually get a gold Dragon Ball card from Bandai. So, I found one of them in one of the Daiso snacks that I had. So I do indeed have one Dragon Ball. This even has a computer versus computer fighting mode you can do. So you can see just who would win in a fight if you want, if you're a Dragon Ball fan. I was thinking about doing that TikTok videos. Have people bet on who they think's going to win. Here. Oh, I'm fighting! Alright. So, you have all these different characters from the Dragon Ball universe, and you actually want to make sure you survive. Okay, so A is kick, B is punch, and then, depending on the gravity, some of the characters can actually fly too. And then, I do shoot those. Now you see that's my battle points though, so unless I have something to refill those, that will be all I have for all of these fights, my special ability. Okay, so now, in between the fights... yes. In between the fights here, you get to add your items that you want to use to heal yourself. So let me try my figurine case again. Let's see if I can get it scanned. Come on. I guess it did take quite a few tries last time. This is just like the e-reader episode all over again. All right, so that should recover my life quite a bit. Yes, my battle points and defense points go up. That's what I want. From that magical healing water that I got at Daizo. And what did she use? She used that pig character. All right, get back to fighting. And so, yeah, that's chicken and a biscuit for you. I'll try cutting the piece up a little bit and see if I can get something else figured out on it. And as far as 8-bit era fighting games go, this one's not bad. Because you have all these different characters, we've got the scrolling backgrounds. All right, I beat that one. Okay. I'm sure if people are Dragon Ball fans, they're hating me right now for like, I don't know who this guy is. But to get my nerd cred back, I am almost all caught up on One Piece, so got 1,200 episodes of that done. Okay. Oh, here's my next fight. Okay, let's look at our stats. Woof. He has quite a bit more of everything than me, so we'll see what we can do here. But you actually have, ooh, you can fly around on this one. Okay. I'll just make sure he doesn't hit me. Okay, I've got a lot more health than he does. It was the other way around. So I should be fine. Do some good old button mashing. Okay, so I only have the 9,500 battle points. If I use that, I can't use my special ability anymore. One of the characters, they had the special ability to self-destruct, and you had to land on exactly their spot to self-destruct to kill them, otherwise you lose. Okay, so we see who wins in this tournament here. Man beats up child. All right, here we go. Here's our weigh-in. Okay, I do have a lot more of everything than him, so I should be fine. Yeah, I bet for, Japanese kids that were Dragon Ball fans, this was, like, incredible to be able to, like, scan your barcode around your house, see what character it is. Most of the characters I found on the Daizo snacks were just weaker versions of the characters, but you can find stronger versions of the characters as well. So, when you run out of defense points, then you start losing a lot more hit points from the damage. And then your battle points are how often you can use your special attack. All right, so far so good. All right, I got my 500,000 zenny, which is the generic anime income, or money. But then I got this guy I gotta fight. So he is, of course, much harder than the regular fights, and I have yet to beat him. And that's how you beat the main game, is actually beating him here. It's mainly intended to be a 8-player or 4-player fighting game with the cards that you scan in. Whoa, there I go. Oh. But, as you can see, in this main mode here, you've got a 2-player versus, a 4-player versus, and an 8-player battle royale. And then your options at the bottom. So this is how many rounds you have and how long the fights are. And you actually want the fights to be way shorter because, as you can see, they go super fast. And if there's a short time, you have a chance to actually scan in your items. Yeah. And actually, since we're talking about fighting games, and it's a Famicom Frenzy tonight, I will put on the best fighting game on the Famicom. Goodbye, Datach barcode scanner. You are beautiful. I've just got all of the games that I can afford for that, unless I win the lotto or something. Those will be, I've got 3 Datach games. I mean, it's just a cool thing to have in the collection, and, you know, I like showing off all the weird Famicom accessories, especially. All right, here we go. This was, if I remember right, the director of Mario Sunshine, or one of the programmers on Mario Sunshine. Epilepsy warning. Alright, so you have the 1-player story mode, 1 player versus a computer, 2-player, and computer versus computer, so I can do another game on TikTok, have people place bets. Okay, so normal and hard. I beat normal. What does it actually show now for normal if I beat it? Oh yeah, I can play it over again? Okay. So you pick the villain you want to fight. And the crazy thing is, so here we have these 8 characters here are the villains. Let's fight this guy. Yep. And I've already unlocked these. So these are characters, once you beat them, you unlock them. But if you beat the hard game, then you actually unlock up to 32 characters in this fighting game. All right, this is the guy I've been fighting with here, this fire guy. And you can actually go here, and they teach you the moves for each character. So here's your move list. So when I do, if you're up in the air, that fire follows A and B together. And then here, so towards an A, you can do that throw. Down an A, shoots your fire wave. Yeah, it's really cool because they couldn't do complex characters on the Famicom, so they made each part of the robot a sprite. And all the characters play differently, too. Okay, so that is towards, down, away, A. Okay. I'll have some practice getting that done. All right, I pulled it off. And I can do that with no problem. All right, I didn't even know I had that move. And so also when you pull off the moves, then they show the move's name at the bottom below your character's health, which is another fun sort of Japanese feeling thing, you know. Fire wave! All right, so when you knock out a character for the round, you absorb some of their health. And so I have the 2 hearts left, and he only has 1 heart left there. Oh no, didn't get the moving in time, they're always above me. Uh-oh, I'm getting beat up here. There's my throw. I also do a lot of spamming the fire wave to just win fights that way. Hadouken! Alright, this is his last life here. Whoop! I like that fireball charge a lot. Oh, except when that happens. Oh, there's one down for me. There we go. Yep. So, what you would do is go through and beat each of the robots that the scientist has built, and then you advance to his next set of robots. So I'm actually going to do the hard mode, which is where I'm working on, and see if I can progress the story at all here. The robot inventor friends. And then he steals the robot, or the robot breaks out. Evil mustache man. Yep, gotta fix that. Alright, so here we are. Okay, I already beat the first level then. Alright, so, and here in the second level, I've already beat this guy. This one looks pretty funny. I like his face on his stomach. Let's see if we can beat him up. And I'll be, you know, I should figure out this fire guy's name since I use him all the time. Aerolog? Maybe. Ihanu? Come on, Google Translate. They're only 8-bit Japanese letters. Something with an E for sure. It knows that. Okay, I think it's Hanu is his name. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, and instead of mastering all the characters, I've just been going, I figure, with this one, maybe I'll get good with one's moves and then survive that way. And then some of the moves you do even use your character's health, depending on them. But there's ones that can freeze time, cancel people's other special moves, all sorts of things. Oh no, he's actually giving me a challenge. He's got those long-range arms for punching. And he knows how to jump. Oh no! I think this guy might beat me up. Yeah, punch those arms. Leave me alone. Oh no! I can't get in close. Or maybe that's what I should be doing. Ooh, nope. One life down for me. Yeah, this game is a really great fighter all around. You have the cool characters, cool backgrounds, cool music, easy enough movesets. And I'm pretty sure this one's on the Switch NES foreign games section too. No, no! He's too good, he knows what I'm doing! Alright, so this one he seems to have a hard time with. Nope, he doesn't. There we go. I went down for him. Yes, I mean, I could have just put that on the translator and figured out what the Dragon Ball Z characters were, but mainly just wanted to show off the Datach card scanner. Oh no! My last life. Here we go. Oh no. He's got a timeout where he lands with his ranged ones. Ooh, that was a good one. I can get him in that fire wave from the ceiling. No, no. His long-range arms are really good. Maybe I should just be him if I unlock him. There I go. I'll try one more against a different character here. Get a little refuel with water. And some ube bread. Okay. This guy doesn't look like he'll pull any funny moves with long arms. His arms are way too long. Yep. Alright, Hanu, let's do this. Here we got like an amusement park in the background. Okay, off to a good start. I don't know what he's doing though. Yeah, just stay away. Let me beat you. Oh, he's got a cool shoot his head attack. Oh, I like that spin move too. Okay, much easier to do. Stay away. Ooh. I didn't probably just jump over that. Or do that. We don't want any. There we go. Alright, he's on his last life. Yes, I like his, they did a really good job with, like, the emotions these robots have, too. So yeah, a great way to do expressive sprites when the system can't do a whole lot of sprites. So that he was doing there somehow blocked my attacks. Oh no. One life down for me. Yeah, you just keep doing that over there. Leave me alone. There we go. Okay. That's like a spider one. That's kind of scary. Let's go for this guy. Oh, this is like a stadium with a weird cartoon in the background. And you can see there's like audience members that are also weird robot things. Maybe? Or is it just trying to do faces? I mean, this game, though, the fact that it has the tutorial to teach you the moves for every character, I think that is like a must-have for every fighting game. You know, if you're sitting down with your friends, you want to play this, you can be like, okay, what are this guy's moves? How do I do them? And you don't get a much more Japanese name than Joy Mech Fight. Oh no! Take that! And I'll get healed a little bit. He's on his last life. Oh no! One down for me. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can do a mech versus mech fight so I can see this whole chicken egg cartoon. So he looks like, okay, so he can fly, and he's got this weird electric antenna that he can attack with. Oh no! They're both in our last life, and I've only done a little bit of damage after he heals here. Okay, not too bad. We can do this. Oh no! There we go. Alright, spider thing. Let's see if it's going to tell me his name. So because there's 32 characters, some of them are just like sprite swaps that have slightly different, you know, this one has higher defense and this one has higher speed type thing. But it's still a very good roster for a fighting game, especially one from this period. It won't be able to read his name. Something to. Oh, stadium again. Alright. Alright, Spider, don't do anything scary. Just stay back there and get hit by fireballs. No, don't throw me. There we go, one life down. Yeah, whatever that guy says when he comes out of the egg. No! That's the best, is when they jump into your fire wave, if you can get that lined up. Yeah, I mean, depending on what your fighting style is, you can pretty much do whatever you like with these different characters here. Find something for everyone. Okay, generic-looking robot. You got some missiles on your back or something? Oh, they're like bulldozer shovels? I don't know what those are. Oh, he stunned me. I think that's what I gotta do with this guy. Or at least he figures out my moves. Oof, there's one life down for me. And one life down for him. Just stay back there, we can keep doing this for a while. I like this. Let's peck away at your life. Don't even try coming close to me, just stay back there and take those hits. Oh no! Looks like you don't want him in close quarters, that's for sure. He doesn't seem to have any, like, range attack, just his crazy scoop arms. No, no. Get back. Don't these scoop arms at me. There we go. Take that, robot. I don't want to fight him again. Let's see what this one does. Look at this, I'm making progress in a video game and I'm doing a stream. This game thankfully has a save feature, so you get to pick up where you left off. Jump in there again, yeah. That's what we like. Okay, one life down. That one looks like he's glass, maybe filled with liquid or something. Oh, he's invisible. Okay. Whoa, that's a pretty cool power. That's a pretty unique fighting game ability. Guess it makes sense with him being glass. But he's on his last life, so it didn't help him that much. Oh, there he goes being invisible again. Nope, didn't work. Alright, here we go to this. Yeah, it looks like it's a hard move to pull off, so I'll have to look and see what that does. Oh, don't want to be him, I want to be him. So he's got wheels that he rolls on? I don't like his wheel moves. I'm gonna block that. Oof. One life down for me. Alright, looks like that's a move to do. That's his, oh. Alright, there we go, there's a life down for him. No, no, no. Uh-oh. There's no one down for me. And of course, when you're on your last life, the music goes faster. Stay back there, let me get caught up. There we go. Both on our last lives then. Yeah. I mean, I guess this is my hardest move to pull off. Makes sense that it gets through some stuff. But I'm doing a lot of jumping over him. There we go. Hey, nice. Alright, we'll try you one more time, Belly Guy, just to see if we can beat this level. Get some more Ube bread to power me up. Doesn't look like that gets through there. Whoa, long arms! Might have to get good with someone else to beat this guy. Or if this is my weakness, I suppose I should get better at fighting him. Don't throw me! Ah! I think I had a throw too, so maybe I should be working on that. Nope, that's not me throwing him. Oof. I think I found my weakness is this long arm belly man. Yeah, just do that a couple more times. Oh no, he can punch me out of the sky. Okay, one life down on him. Oof, he can get me out of the sky all sorts of different ways. Oh no. Well, that's okay, because it's perfect timing to show off my next set of games here. Alright, so everybody knows the company Konami, or at least if you're watching my stream, you probably know the stream Konami. They made games like Contra. She has, I guess you can almost see that in that camera. And they did the Castlevania series, of course. And they did Twinbee, which is their shoot-'em-up. Which I don't know if people played that one a lot, but it's a really interesting shoot-'em-up game. Then, they also did King Kong, so let's check that out. Hello, Melissa! Welcome to the stream. I'm just about to be King Kong. Alright. So, of course, I can punch stuff. Get this here. I think that increases your speed. Oh, gotta jump over that. Jump over that. So I've got my life up there is 95. And then here, if I push the select, 100, select button, now I'm throwing rocks, but you have a limited number of rocks. You don't want to fall in pits. And then pick up some more rocks. And then you, here, you have your stats, so you can actually increase your max health, you can increase your rock max, you have the keys, worlds, and then you actually level up your punch and level up your rock as well. So it has some RPG growth elements. So, sort of Zelda of... Oh, don't go back down there. Zelda of Donkey Kong games. Or not Donkey Kong, King Kong. Universal sued Nintendo saying that King Kong was a ripoff of Donkey Kong. And Nintendo countersued and proved they didn't even have the rights to King Kong anymore. So they lost the rights to the movie they were suing for. Whoa, don't fall on a cliff. And for Nintendo history, the lawyer that helped them with that case was honored because his name was Kirby. Hopefully they didn't call him that because he sucked. Jump over their bullets. Problem with rocks is you have to land like exactly where they are unless you power them up. And I'm only going to play this because... only going to play this for a little bit here because I'm showing out a bunch of games with a specific purpose. Take that, helicopters! But, you know, for early destructive backgrounds and things, this is a great game. Get your stress out, sort of like Donkey Kong Bonanza. King Kong, you smashed stuff. I believe you're trying to find your kid and your girlfriend monkeys. Epilepsy warning this episode. Whoop. I think that's an invincibility star. Whoop. There we go. Yeah. Look at me, I'm King Kong! Whoa! Okay, I still went in there. I got that. Okay, so now my max life is 200. Leveled that up. Oop. I believe the speed and maybe your rock power get leveled down when you die, but then the other ones stay through the game. What is King Kong fighting in these scenes? Bugs and helicopters? Oh, okay, boss. Let's see if I can fight a boss. Oh, not doing good. At least I got that max health increase. Is he a squid that shoots out turds? Is that what's going on here? Let's see if I can punch him. Nope, I think rocks at a distance is slightly better. At least until I run out of them here. Hey, I did it! There's a key. Yep, I love Lady Kong. Okay, can't go that way. Ooh, lots of things shooting me. Alright. Can't go that way. That was the one complaint a lot of reviewers have about this game is you'll have, say, on the left here, it looks like it's open as a place to go, but it's not, and that's hard to tell in some of the scenes. Okay, I killed a boss. I got a key. Oof. Can I cross over here left and right? Yeah, see. And maybe this is a game you gotta build a map or something if you want to actually play it to completion. But we aren't doing that. I was just showing that the King Kong game exists for a reason, which I'll show off in just a moment here. So, there's King Kong. This game is called Getsu Fumaden. Now, Namco made an incredible game called Genpei Tomaden, and this was Konami's blatant ripoff of that concept, but it's also a very good game. So, also a Ghost Samurai, and also an adventure game. I won't take the time to enter the password. You won't have to see me try to enter Japanese characters. I'll just show it off a little bit here, just like the King Kong game. The premise is demons from hell are going to invade Earth, and you and your brothers tried to stop them, and they killed your two brothers. And so you are the last one. You need to recover their swords. You know, Ghost Samurai gotta save the day. She just says, "Welcome to hell, ha ha ha," and you need to recover your brother's swords. All right, so here we have the side-scrolling portion of the game, and interestingly enough, the dungeons. So this is how you travel around. You know, you get through these side-scrolling portions, sort of Zelda 2 style. But the dungeons in this game are actually a first-person dungeons that you have to make a map for and whatnot. And you have different items that work in the dungeons, the first-person section. At the very top left, that's my experience meter. And as you fight things, that goes up. You don't actually have an experience level. It's a, what do you call that? Just sort of vague. You know, you can see you're getting stronger, but it isn't a specific number. Rygar uses the same system. Below that's your health, and if you have these enemy, if you eat their souls, then that brings your health back. And then the bags are money. In the upper right, you can see I've got 26 gold, I've got 3 lives, I don't have any passes. You need demon passes to get into the dungeons. Now there's a lot of Famicom games that are made by Konami that did not come to the US. This is one of them. There's a sequel for this made on the Switch, and it's also available on Steam. That's actually like a roguelite Metroidvania. So it's like, what are those called? Hollow Knight style games. So if you go up here, and say I go in here, we say, oh, can't get in there. So you got to find items to get through there. Which we'll see if we can do this if I just give this a couple minutes here. Yes. So I do really like this game. I plan on playing a lot of this. Maybe I could work on doing a playthrough of this on a stream on another night. All right, there's a healing potion I can use. So you see there's actually 2 slots there. One contains that healing potion, and there's one to the left of that. You get, they're called attack items and useful items. You can use, which, when I get back to the main map, I'll show you can actually see your stats and whatnot. Whoa! This is also hilariously a direct rip-off of what's the Genpei Tomaden Ghost Samurai game. You can see so many things that Konami ripped off from Namco there. Had too many different companies I was going through today. Namco, Bandai, Konami. There's another Konami game I have coming in the mail called Biomiracle Upa, which everyone in the world is killed in a radioactive blast except for one baby who gets superpowers. And so you are the superpowered baby playing the game. And there's a series of penguin adventure games made by Konami, including the first game made by Hideo Kojima, is a penguin adventure game for Konami. So let's see, we're at 710. These huts, I believe, they just give you little tips for the game. You know, you need to do so-and-so first. And of course, you can do some grinding either for experience or gold on any of these side-scrolling levels. Sometimes, very rarely, they drop some useful items too, but it's usually just the experience and gold. And one unique thing is they have the experience, and also if they drop a soul or gold, are proportional to the enemy's strength. So if they just drop their soul, which you get, and they're a strong enemy, then you'll recover a lot of hit points from it. You just give me tips, yep. But, oh. Yes, this game, I don't know. I think you can get a deluxe version of the sequel that has a version of this with it, but it might be on the Switch online as well. All right, so yes, here you can pause. You can see your stats and your items that you have for this game. And if you go over here, there's this shop. And it would have that sword there for 200 gold. Yes, a sword here is the Rock Breaker. So if you get that, you could go back to that one area that you couldn't go before and break the sword there. I'm going to use the restroom, so I get to use my Be Right Back screen, and build up some more suspense for the next game I'm going to show you. All right, so I'm back. You can see that I talked a lot about these different Konami games. They made a lot of cool games for the NES and the Famicom. Why did I do that? Well, you know, there's the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
where they churn out those movies like spaghetti westerns. What if they did that for all the amazing Konami games? Well, they did a lot, over and over and over again, and they're actually pretty good games. It's the Konami YY universe. Oh, it was working. There we are. Okay, so this game here is Parodius. And we'll play one player. So right here, you have the Gradius ship, the Vic Viper. We have a new character unique to the Parodius series, Takoyaki. We have the Twin Bee ship from the Twin Bee series. What are these? Twin Bee, Jin Bee, Gwyn Bee. I forgot all the ship names. And then Pinta, the penguin, from the Penguin Adventure series. I'm going to pretend this is a serious shoot-'em-up, and I'm going to be the Vic Viper. Okay, and so, of course, just like a lot of the Gradius games, you can pick whether you have the auto power-up or the manual power-up. We'll say I like my manual, and we'll do easy so I can show you a little bit of this game. So this is mostly a crossover between Gradius and Twin Bee shoot-'em-up games. Okay, get my Gradius power up, speed up, oh, and crash on the second set of enemies on easy. All right. The only problem, I guess, with streaming is, you know, if you make a mistake, then you're usually, you know, preserving that mistake on a YouTube video or something. Like, oh wow, this guy plays video games all the time and he's still bad at it. Oh, so that was actually a Twin Bee bell. They have both power-up systems in the game. So the bells in Twin Bee, if they show up, you have to shoot them a whole bunch and they'll change colors. Also, I'm going to turn the fan back on since it's not interfering with the barcode anymore. There we go, I can cool myself off that way. Okay. Ooh, all right. Okay, I could do laser. Let's try for an option first. That is the fun in the Gradius power-up system, is choosing... Oh, so there's a bell over there you can see. So I can shoot that. Now it's blue is speed up, I believe. Oh, my option. Okay. Oh, there's a bomb. Okay. Which is also fine there. So we have lots of penguins from the Penguin Adventure universe. And of course, you can see we have the Gradius power-up system and the Twin Bee power-up system. Oh, so here's those bells again. Gotta shoot those to get them to change color. See if I can get a better power-up than that. Oh, don't crash into the thing. Okay, so there's red. Can I get it? Yes, there we go. So that's what the red Twin Bee power-up does in this game. Makes that shield wall. Alright, got my laser. So usually the Twin Bee power-ups are a limited number of uses. Okay, don't die when I'm trying to show off all the parts of the game. Alright, so now that one gave me that doodle-doodle sound, which would be a roulette. Oh, which failed, and I lost all of my Gradius power-ups. So, if you land on the question mark exclamation point when that roulette is going, you go back, but otherwise you can get any power-up you want without having to wait for them. Alright, Cat Pirate Ship, let's see if I can beat you with no power-ups. Eight-bit meowing sound for beating up a cat ship. There we go. So, The weird thing in this game is after you, like, you know, he's probably dead right now, you still have to sort of go through and beat up other parts of the ships. There we go. Get back up here. Anytime there's a orange enemy, just like Gradius, they'll give you a power-up. Oh, goodbye. Alright, speed up. At least I can move around now. Yes, it's Gradius, but with Twinbee power-ups and goofy things. I have a sequel to this game coming for the Super Nintendo, Gradius 2, that actually has the narrator from the original Dragon Ball series narrating what you're doing in the shoot-'em-up. And here we have a goofy rendition of Flight of the Bumblebee for this pirate penguin. But if you're a fan of Gradius and Twinbee, here you get to play them together. Whoa, don't kill me. Okay, so here's one of those Twinbee bells. Is he gonna come back? Yes. Let's see what color I can get it to be. There we go. Here we go. Giant ship and invincible. Whoop, back to being normal. Are those syringes in outer space? I don't know. So, another part of the Konami YY World series is the Moai heads from Gradius, and he even has his own series of games as Moai-kun, puzzle games with the Moai head from Gradius. And of course, this has the flaw of Gradius, where you get powered up and you think you're doing great, but then you get hit once and you lose everything. So this is a really unique boss fight, because we have this circus person, I don't know, announcer lady, I don't know, wandering in here. And what you have to do is, when she lifts up her legs, go between them, and all you have to do is stay alive for her to walk back and forth twice. Completely invincible. And then you get these penguins trying to kill you too. So I think they said speedrunners hate this because no matter what, it's like 2 minutes. 1 minute to walk over and 1 minute to walk back. Oh, don't get in here now, penguins. Not when I'm between her legs. Woo! Woo! Okay, I can go this way. Here we go. I think she does that one more time. Hello, Icky Carbon. Thank you for joining. This is a game called Parodius, which is a mix between Twin Bee and Gradius series. I'm showing off the Konami video game universe. They made games with crossovers of all their characters from Castlevania, from Gradius, Twin Bee, the Goonies, the Penguin Adventure games. But Gradius being my favorite shoot 'em up. Wanted to show off this one here first. Whoa! Alright, well, let's say that's good enough for Parodius, but there's a whole series of Parodius games, and in many of them you can even be characters like Simon Belmont, or the Penguin, or the baby from Biomiracle, Oopa, in the Parodius games. So, a good wacky shoot 'em up with Twin Bee and Gradius. So here, you'll notice I have YY World 1. I don't know if you recognize there's King Kong there. And let's see, who else we got? We have Simon Belmont, Getsu Fubadin. Oh, Goemon from the Goemon Mystic Ninja series, if anyone knows that. You can see the Vic Viper and Twin Bee. And then, YY World 2, they have chibi versions of all those characters. Konami Man is the main character in this game. And you think, oh, well, this is just a sort of a cutesy game. There's Professor Cinnamon, who made the Twin Bee ships. You'll see Konami Man, the main character in this game, in about 50 different Konami games as Easter eggs. Even in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you can get a Konami Man trophy. And Konami Lady, of course. So, what we have is 1 player, 2 player. All of the Konami heroes were captured by aliens, and it's up to Konami Man to save them. So, the first door here is where you go to heal and revive characters. And the third door here is when you save all the characters, you go to space to fight the aliens, which turns into also Gradius. Yeah, if you play any Konami game, almost, there's a Konami Man showing up. So here, we have level select a la Mega Man, our penguin friend from the Penguin-kun series. And you can see, here's Moai from Gradius. This is New York from King Kong, Castlevania, the Underworld from Getsu Fumaden, the Goemon Mystical Ninja games, and the Goondocks for the Goonies. So these are different characters that you can unlock and play as in this game. So to actually make progress, you're supposed to go to the Goemon world first. And you'll see bullets pop out, and those are not only your fuel for your special weapons, but they're also the currency of the game. Buy different items, gamble. When you get to towns, there's casinos. And then, of course, here I'm Konami Lady. And it is the up A. If you jump and push A, you change characters. And I don't know how familiar anyone is with the Goemon Mystical Ninja series, but that's what this world is from here. And this plays as a Metroidvania, but instead of finding specific items to get to certain places, you find the different characters, and each character has different abilities that you get to different places. So you can see I have that list there at the top. are different characters that you can unlock to play as. The music, though, doesn't match this scene because the music that plays in the game is the character that you're playing. So I'm playing Konami Man music, whereas if I unlock the Goemon character, I'll actually be listening to the Goemon Mystical Ninja music. This game is very difficult, so we'll see how far I get right now. So here is a dice gambling game. I'll say sure. And I think you just guess which one is going to be higher or lower. And in that case, no more. He heals you for gambling your bullets. And you'll notice that I have 2 different life meters for Konami Man and Konami Lady. So if you're playing 2 players, of course, you have the cumulative life meters. It's another gambling game there. But if you're playing 1 player, since you don't have the co-op aspect, you can switch between when one's low on health, and then when you find another healing item, switch back and heal the other person, which eventually you're doing between the 9 different characters. Konami logo there on those lanterns. And unfortunately, picking this level, it's good for making progress in the game, but not as many Americans are probably familiar with the Goemon series of games as they are with Castlevania and Gradius. And see if you look down there, that's a Gradius power up there, but I can't actually get to it. You need Mikey from the Goonies to be able to crawl under there. Oh, yeah. Oop. Taking some damage. Okay. So we'll just see if I can get to Goemon or die trying here. Oop, getting low with Konami Lady. Time to switch. So now I'm Konami Man. Oh, and I should have switched back. So then we go bop, and here a little bit, switch back. Okay, so I think... I've done this before, but it was a little while ago. Got a save file with a lot more progress. So this, you see, is a treasure chest, and the only character who can open those is Goemon. So you have to unlock him. Alright, get my first mini-boss. This dragon, whoop, is already doing a lot of damage. Go down these stairs. Here we go. Nope. Oh, nope. And I should have switched there, because now she's going to die. There we go. Okay, so we get this key here. And now I can unlock Goemon's cage where the aliens locked him. But I think Konami Lady's gonna die here. Nope, not that way. Nothing over there. Oh, I died. so it could get revived here. But that was YY World 1. And as you can see, it's a very difficult Metroidvania-style game. But it's really cool. And of course, once you unlock each character, you have to unlock their side items too. You know, so if you have Simon Belmont from Castlevania, you have to unlock his cross. If you're Mikey from the Goonies, he has a slingshot. I do need to play the Goonies series that they made for Famicom and NES as well. But here is YY World 2. So they took, okay, we have this complex Metroidvania as YY World 1. And if little kids are playing it, they do not get to see the games that they're playing. So for YY World 2, okay, we're fine for that, we have a completely different game. So this is Rickle, who's a robot made by Professor Cinnamon, who made the Twin Bee ships, and he is saving the world now since Konami Man and Konami Lady are busy. So here you can see you pick a team. Left is Goemon, there's Biomiracle Upa, the radioactive baby, and then that's Simon Belmont. Or here in the middle is Billy from Contra and Getsu Fumiden from that samurai game I was showing off earlier. And let's do the baby, Simon Belmont, and Billy from Contra. So here's our world map we have to go through. So here, we got this side-scrolling shoot-'em-up sort of game. Yes, so Rickle has a double jump, which is very handy. And then that H is a bomb that you can charge up if you hold the shoot button. And this is also a two-player co-op. So each player picks their team that they want to have of the robot and then the Konami heroes. And so here, I got, you couldn't see it, but it had a letter C on it for the C power-up. And now, these little babies are from Biomiracle Upa. You get a bunch of those, you get extra life. Alright, so, you see I have the baby, the Simon Belmont whip, and the gun from Contra are cycling down below there. Let's try for Contra. Here we go. So now I have a chibi version of Billy from Contra that I play as. I switched to the baby on accident. Okay. The baby in Biomiracle Upa, his rattle turns enemies into clouds, then you can ride them to get to different places. So is that timer 43 there? 41. That's how long you get to stay, changes the character. If you take damage, that timer goes down faster, and you can get C's to add to that time. But this here is an incredible two-player co-op game, and it's a shame the series didn't come to the States. I'll use that bomb just for fun. Okay. Do I have to be him? Okay, yeah. Oh, I used it. Okay. The screen flash there was me using the bomb to kill all the enemies on it. Okay, get healed. So, this doesn't have that system of each character having their unique life meter and having to change characters to get to different areas as a Metroidvania. This one's much more light and goofy with the chibi characters. And you'd be like, oh, I want to be Simon Belmont now. Whoop! Chibi Simon Belmont. And then you can, it's great when you play as the characters in their worlds. You know, so once you get to the Castlevania world, you can be Chibi Simon Belmont. And you say, well, this is just sort of, it scrolls slowly, and you just beat stuff up, not much to it. Well, that's just this level, and it becomes a very different game as you go along. That's YY World 1 is a pure Metroidvania of lots of mapping and exploring, going back to areas you've been before, you know, to get to new areas with new characters. And this one is fast, light, and goofy. Oh, back to being Rickle. So I do have a change power-up if I want to for get to a boss or something. Here we are, getting my jet ship. Alright, so now it's a shoot 'em up. And A shoots to the right and B shoots to the left, which is a unique feature in the shoot 'em up game already. And this is just sort of the, you know, Rickle of YY World shoot 'em up. There's also, as I'll probably get to here in a moment, the Gradius and Twin Bee style games you get to play in this. And I have beaten this game. The last level is really hard, but most of it's pretty easy to get through till then. But this one, you know, it's especially if you're playing 2 players, is a really good just pick up and play anytime. Where YY World has a whole currency, items, characters system. This is just pure Konami goofiness. I guess I did lose a life there already, so I can't brag too much about how easy it is. Woo. And also, you know, these first couple levels are just sort of these, you know, you are Rickle, this new Konami character, you're beating up generic robots and things, and you're like, well, this is nothing like YY World, I want to see my favorite characters. Well, you definitely do get to see lots and lots of different Konami games in this. Alright, back to the shooty shoot. You get to fight Dracula from Castlevania. Ooh. There we go, extra life. And full health. Ooh. There we go. Got a bomb. And this one, you know, everything's chibi, whereas the first YY World, the Castlevania levels look like Castlevania. This looks like a chibi version of Castlevania when you get those actual Castlevania levels. Why is there an arrow? There's literally only one way to go. Yeah, I'd say my only gripe in both YY World games is it's up A to change characters, and so you do that on accident a lot. Should have just done the select button so it doesn't happen on accident. Oh, I should actually switch character in case I get another one, in case so I can have one for a boss. So let's go back to being Billy from Contra. Here we go. Never in his life has he seen such an easy war. Don't kill me, electricity. Whoop. There's a healing item back there. Guess I can change and be invincible for a moment, sort of. Alright, we're gonna be Simon Belmont. Fighting robots. Hey, boss! Whoop, gotta get out of there. Oh my, things are not looking good. There we go. Quit bombing Simon Belmont. Oh, there goes Rickle. Okay, I'm back. There we go. So there's actually just the first level. There we are. There's Rickle. Congratulations, YY World. Okay, so now here, just like YY World 1, we go to Goemon's realm, ancient Japan. In my neurodivergent deep dive into this Konami universe, Goemon, turns out, is a real historical figure. He's sort of the Japanese Robin Hood. And this is the music you'd get also in the first YY World if you get Goemon, since this is the Goemon music. Oh no! No, I wanted that C! And I also love how so many pieces of media in Japan are about Shintoism, which is great because it's a cool religion. But it'd be the equivalent of, like, if every movie and video game you played in America had Jesus in them. That went up. Get that C. There we go. Oh, I died again. Did I lose my C? Yep. Darn it. Ooh. It is also a lot easier two-player. Are you frozen? What's going on here? Okay. Hello? Oh no. Don't freeze on me, YY World. What's going on here? Let's see. It's every time I push this start movement button, he moves. Well, maybe I can get through this scene here. My stream is also great because you get to see unique glitches like this. Are we advancing the story? Oh, here we go. Hey, all right. You just had to slow motion through that scene there. Okay. And Goemon, I think, has his own series of a dozen or so games in Japan. And they're Mystical Ninja here in the US. There we go. Okay, back to... We got some jumping. Let's be the baby Upa. There we go. Smaller target, too. Eat your heart out, Yoshi Island. Yeah. I don't know if there's some sort of thing in the Goemon series with those guys throwing roses or what. Woo! Let's see where I continue from. Okay, I'll do this. Yeah, we'll see if I can get... Probably not. But the unique thing about this game, and I was hoping to show there, but I wasn't good enough at video games, is you get to branching paths. And they'll ask you, do you want to play an RPG now? Or do you want to play a shoot-em-up? Do you want to play a puzzle game? Or do you want to play a racing game? And so you'll go to different genres of video games in this. There's even a Frogger ripoff in the last world of the game. Not that Konami had anything to do with Frogger, but I guess it was loose enough they weren't sued. Yeah, you get to play Gradius, you get to play Twin Bee. Some unique puzzle games. Ooh, lost life already. Ooh, and another one. You get this little ship fly around in, which is especially handy for the two-player mode. And if you do play two-player, so if one person dies and they don't have any lives left, the other person can steal one of their lives so you don't lose the two-player mode. And it's not too hard to get lives. You just, I think it's collect 10 of those little wing babies to get the extra life. Ooh, I'm doing a lot worse. Uh-oh. Did I get to my frozen section again? Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, ran right into that. Alright. Well, we'll keep going until 8 here and just see if I can get through this Goemon level. Well, yeah, I've got more games from this YY universe coming, just because anytime there's a set of something, I like to have a complete version of it. So, there's, of course, a lot of Parodius games. The Moai Head from Gradius has his own series. I got to get the Bio Miracle Upa series. The Penguin games. There's also, for GBA, Konami Crazy Racers, which is technically in the YY universe. So you can drive as Dracula from Castlevania, or Goemon, or the Twinbee ship, or the Gradius ship in a go-kart style game. And they made a fighter for the GBA, or not for the GBA, for the GameCube in Japan, where it's the YY world with Transformers and I think Ultraman from Japan as well. But unfortunately, to play the Japanese GameCube games, you do have to do some serious hacking or get a Japanese GameCube. Not like the NES and Famicom or the Super Nintendo. Oh, am I in my freezing section? Nope. All right. Ooh, don't get me, Sumo. Yeah, I should probably just run while I have this invincibility. Get some progress through here. And I should be using my bombs more, too. You only hold one at a time. Bam! Take that. Do that C. There we go. Alright, let's see if Simon Belmont does better here. Thankfully he doesn't have his knockback like he does in his own game. Okay, making more progress here, it seems. Alright, take it away, Billy. Let's see what we can do with the gun. Show these sumo and guys with flowers. Alright, we got a samurai on a pogo stick. Get out of there! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, I'm back. Okay, at least I get to come back here with lives, so that's something too. You just pogo up there, and I'll pogo too. Oh no! No, get out of there! There we go. Alright. Yeah! World 2. So here, you get your Metal Gear call, but from Dr. Cinnamon. And he asks you if you want to play the Twinbee level, or a Twinbee level with an RPG theme. We'll do this one because it's a good, funny concept. So now, you can see there's these generic Dragon Warrior characters, but you're playing Twinbee. Gotta juggle the bells to get your power-ups. See, what does White do? Okay, White's a double shot. Oh yeah, you can shoot down below all Xevious as well. Okay, whoop. Yeah, look at that. So you have these slimes for your RPG, and you have these skulls for the RPG, but you're playing regular Twinbee. Blue. Ooh, what's the pink one do? Gotta get it. Yep. All right, force fields. Blue is just a speed up, I think. And you get things like this in the first YY world as well, but it's just a lot harder to get to them because it's a more difficult game. Serious Metroidvania. There we go. Did I get that one up? I think I did. Well, there are my introduction to Konami YY World games, and as you can see, they're actually a huge universe in Japan and a much smaller universe here in the States. But great games, you know, back when Konami was in their prime. I'll stop now since I still have to water my garden here before I go to bed. So everyone have a good night. Thank you for tuning in.